We are gathered here today because of a cold winter's day, 7 months into the relationship, where Drew first decided that he was going to tell Katie, "I love you." These words were not thrown out because of a feeling Drew had spontaneously, but because of a love that not only made him weak in the knees, but made him decide he wanted to give up his current self and be joined for a lifetime with the one he loved. With a little help from Drew's sister, Drew at Picker Lake near Grand Rapids set up a series of 5 bouquet flowers on a freezing boardwalk with 5 different notes attached to them. These notes proclaim the 5 core values that Drew and Katie would agree to build their marriage upon. And not as a coincidence, these 5 values spell out the last name that they will share, Dodds. First one is depend. 1 Peter 5:7 says, "Cast all your anxiety upon him because he cares for you," stating that their marriage will depend on Jesus, for he cares for them. To obey. Based off Hebrew 4:11 through 12, they state, "We will obey his word because it is alive and active." To declare. Based on John 13:34 through 35, they committed together. They will declare his love to others by loving each other just how Christ has loved them. Dedicate. From 1 Corinthians 6:19 through 20. We will dedicate our lives to minister to others because we have been bought by him. And the last is surrounded. From 2 Corinthians 12:9 through 10. We are surrounded by grace that is sufficient and free. And Katie, your charge from Ephesians is no easier. No longer will your decisions be just yours for the making. You are called to submit to your husband as to the Lord, for the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is head of the church. And while Drew will never fully measure up to Jesus, even though he can spend his whole life trying, it is your job to support his leadership in everything that you guys do. Drew, Ephesians 5 gives you a tall order, man. It says, "Husbands, love your wife as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her." So no longer will you be able to make decisions based off your own well-being and desires, but be willing at all costs to love and protect your bride. Just as her dad was the one who made everything all better when she was little in his arms, you are now charged with the care of this woman. Drew and Katie have decided that their marriage was going to be founded on the cornerstone of Jesus Christ, who throughout the Bible symbolizes his relationship with us as marriage. Revelation 19 says, "Let us rejoice and exult and give him glory. For the marriage of the Lamb has come, and his bride has made herself ready. It was granted her to clothe herself with fine linen, bright and pure. For the fine linen is righteous deeds of the saints. And the angel said to me, Write this, Blessed are those who are invited to the marriage supper of the Lamb." And Katie, Drew, let me tell you, all of us are excited to be here at your wedding. Drew, in the short time that I have known you, I can say that I believe the Johns are lucky to add you to the vast expanse that they call their family. You're calm and level-headed, steady and hardworking, and willing to keep up with the energy brought by the woman standing across from you. Katie, I've known you for a little over a year. And I can say that the Dodds are getting a woman added to their family that loves the Lord. You're full of life and energy. Your exuberance rubs off on all you come into contact with. And I have come to know you are loyal to the ones you love and care for. You two have differences that are easy to pick up on, even for those who just meet you. But the common commitment to Jesus and his ways will always see you through all that comes your way.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Sam, you actually dropped!
Duck face!
I, Drew, take you, Katie, to be my wife. I dedicate myself fully to you and you alone. I will lead our family by example in the obedience of God's will. I will depend on God to help me to love you as much as he does. I will declare my love for you, so you will always know how I feel about you. I'll surround our relationship with grace to help us weather any storm that comes our way. I am yours for as long as we both shall live.
Katie, do you accept this vow by Drew?
I do. I, Katie, take you, Drew, to be my husband. I dedicate myself fully to you and you alone. I will be obedient to God's examples of a godly wife. I will depend on God to help me and love you as much as he does. I will declare to the world that you alone have won my heart. I will surround our relationship with grace to weather any storm that comes our way. I am yours for as long as we both shall live.
Drew, do you accept this vow Katie has given to you?
I do.
A diamond ring and 12 red roses, everything she ever wanted, all those dreams, and now they're finally here. She's so young and he's so perfect, they waited for love and it was worth it. She wants to feel like this for 100 years. All this life still yet to live, and they can hardly wait. They can laugh, they can cry. The future looks so beautiful and bright. They can dance under the moonlight, 'cause God is smiling down on them tonight. And she wants to stay right here, make it last for 100 more years. She's got brown eyes just like her mama, 3 years old, he's crazy for her. She wants to freeze this day before it disappears. She's spinning like a little princess, making sure he's gonna notice. He could watch her twirl for 100 years. She'll grow up and she'll leave home, but until that day, they can laugh, they can cry. The future looks so beautiful and bright. They can dance under the moonlight, 'cause God is smiling
For the first time
down on
anywhere,
them tonight.
Mr. and Mrs. Andrew Dodds.
And he wants to stay right here. Make it last for 100 more years. And it's only time, but it flies right by. And today is sweeter than we know.
Mr. Andrew Dodds and his new wife, Mrs. Katie
And so we'll dance under the moonlight, 'cause God is smiling down on us tonight. And we want to stay right here for 100 more years.
Jungle.